Welcome back to Rides and Bikes, the go-to channel for everything two-wheeled and thrilling. Today, we're diving deep into a model that's been a favorite for urban commuters and scooter enthusiasts for over a decade, the Honda PCX 125. But this isn't just a rehash. Honda's 2025 edition of the PCX 125 has landed, and it's bringing more refinement, style, and practicality to the table than ever before. Whether you're a first-time rider, a commuter looking for reliability, or someone who just wants a sleek and economical city ride, this scooter demands your attention. At first glance, the 2025 Honda PCX 125 looks familiar, but not quite the same. The design has been gently evolved rather than revolutionized. Think sharper lines, more aggressive LED lighting, and refined finishes that subtly elevate its premium feel. The bodywork is aerodynamic and modern, with a slightly more muscular stance than the previous version. You can tell Honda's design team focused on urban sophistication here. The front LED headlamp unit is flanked by daytime running lights that not only boost visibility but give the scooter a signature look. Around the rear, a tidy tail section and integrated indicators keep things clean and classy. And the overall fit and finish? Classic Honda, tight, polished, and built to last. But what lies beneath that sleek exterior is just as important. The heart of the PCX 125 is Honda's Enhanced Smart Power Plus engine. This Euro 5 compliant 125cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled motor has been refined for both performance and efficiency. It now produces around 12.3 horsepower at 8,750 revolutions per minute and 11.8 Nm of torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute. Numbers that don't scream performance on paper but translate into lively and predictable real-world riding. Whether you're zipping through traffic or cruising comfortably at 60 km/h, the throttle response is smooth and linear, with enough grunt to handle inclines and overtakes with confidence. One of the standout updates is the smart fuel injection and reduced internal friction, which not only boosts efficiency but helps the PCX achieve a real-world mileage figure of roughly 45 to 50 km/L, depending on riding conditions. Combined with a 8.1-liter fuel tank, you're looking at well over 300 kilometers on a single fill-up. Exactly the kind of low-maintenance, low-cost convenience that urban riders crave. Honda's idling stop system also returns, automatically shutting off the engine when stationary and starting it back up with a whisper-quiet flick of the throttle. It's subtle, seamless, and contributes to both fuel savings and lower emissions, a big win in traffic-heavy cities. When it comes to ride comfort and chassis dynamics, the 2025 PCX 125 continues its tradition of being a smooth operator. The double cradle steel frame has been slightly reinforced for added rigidity, improving high-speed stability without sacrificing agility. Up front, you get 31mm telescopic forks, while the rear features twin shock absorbers tuned for city potholes and speed bumps. The suspension doesn't offer sporty handling, but it's supple and forgiving, exactly what a scooter like this needs. The 14-inch front and 13-inch rear alloy wheels wear wider tires than before, improving both grip and ride comfort. You'll also notice a bit more confidence when leaning into turns or taking sharp corners, making the PCX feel more planted than some rivals. Braking duties are handled by a 220mm front disc and a rear drum setup, now paired with Honda's CBS Accomi brake system, which helps distribute braking force between the front and rear for more controlled stopping. It's not ABS, which might disappoint some, but for the category and price point, CBS still offers decent reassurance in wet or emergency braking situations. On that note, the overall braking feel is consistent and progressive, which will inspire confidence, especially for new riders. Let's talk about one of the PCX 125's biggest selling points, practicality. Honda has always understood that scooters aren't just about style or speed. They're tools for everyday life. The underseat storage is among the most generous in the segment, comfortably swallowing a full-face helmet with room to spare for gloves or small groceries. The seat opens with a push-button release, and the hydraulic strut is a nice touch that keeps the seat up while you rummage. There's also a glove box in the front fairing, which houses a USB Type-C charging port, perfect for keeping your smartphone topped up while you're on the move. The floorboard is spacious, and while the hump in the middle means it's not a completely flat floor, it adds structural rigidity and a more comfortable ride posture. The digital analog instrument cluster gets a refresh in 2025, a clean, legible display that gives you the essentials at a glance: speed, fuel level, trip meter, fuel economy, and battery charge. It's not fancy or full color, but it's easy to read, well lit, and functional. That said, some riders might miss Bluetooth connectivity or smartphone integration, features that are starting to appear in competitors. Honda has kept it basic, perhaps to maintain affordability, but it's something to consider if tech features are high on your list. The seating position on the PCX 125 is another area where it shines. The wide, plush seat sits at a comfortable 764 mm, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. The foot placement is natural, the handlebars are within easy reach, and there's enough legroom for taller riders too. The pillion seat is equally accommodating, with decent padding and integrated grab rails for added security. While this isn't a long-distance tourer, it's certainly one of the more comfortable scooters for two-up city rides. Now, let's talk pricing. In the UK and parts of Europe, the 2025 Honda PCX 125 is launching at around £3,899, which translates to approximately a negation $4,500 or just under $5,000 depending on regional taxes and fees. In markets like Southeast Asia, where it's a commuter staple, pricing can be significantly lower, a major reason for its global popularity. For what you're getting, a reliable, fuel-efficient, low-maintenance urban ride with Honda build quality, it's a very competitive package. What makes the PCX 125 stand out in a sea of scooters isn't just its spec sheet, it's the way all those elements come together into a polished, user-friendly, and genuinely enjoyable ride. Honda's attention to detail, from the buttery smooth throttle to the quality plastics and switchgear, makes ownership feel premium even if the price tag isn't. The low running costs, long service intervals, and bulletproof reliability give you peace of mind, while the modern styling means you won't feel like you're compromising on looks. If there's any downside, it might be that Honda plays things a bit safe. You won't find mild colors or futuristic gadgets here, just refined evolution and proven mechanics. But for many buyers, that's exactly the appeal. This is a scooter that will start every morning, sip fuel, carry your stuff, and do it all while looking good and asking very little in return. It doesn't scream excitement, but it nails everything that matters for real-world riders. In conclusion, the 2025 Honda PCX 125 isn't trying to reinvent the wheel, it's perfecting it. For city commuters, students, or anyone looking for an eco-friendly, stylish, and dependable way to get around, it continues to be one of the best options out there. Smooth, smart, and surprisingly sophisticated, the PCX 125 proves that a small scooter can still make a big impression. That's it for today's review. If you're considering the 2025 Honda PCX 125 or already own one, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any future reviews here on Rides and Bikes. Until next time, ride safe and stay curious.